So today's video is a little more casual, kind of doing this vlog style in my house. And I thought I would just sit and chat with you guys. So what I wanted to talk about is actually something that somebody asked me on my how I scored my Birkin video. And the question was, is a Birkin like a good idea for a first handbag? And that got me thinking, you know, there's so many videos out there of this is the best bag for your first luxury bag, or the 5 best luxury starter bags, or the 5 best bags to start your luxury collection. And I got to thinking, and especially because of her question, really what should your first luxury bag be? And so I got to thinking about it, and I thought we'd talk about it today. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you probably goes against every YouTuber, I shouldn't say every, but a lot of YouTubers out there, which is don't listen to YouTubers. Don't listen to influencers. Don't listen. And I'm going to come back to this point because there's kind of 2 sides to it. So the side I'm talking about right now is don't listen to those, this is the bag to start your collection, or these are the 5 bags you need to start your luxury collection. First of all, you don't need any of these bags, right? None of us need any of these bags. But second of all, you don't need you shouldn't listen to somebody else about what you need in your collection, right? You know, I like videos where they're sort of like, you know, the best bags under, you know, it used to be under $1,000 that you could get for $1,000. I'm not sure we can make those videos anymore. But those types of videos I think are great. But the types that tell you these are the 5 bags you need in your luxury collection, or this is the bag, best starter bag to get. Don't listen to those. So the second thing I think you should do is look at what you already have. Look at what you're currently using. What do you love about those bags? What features of them draw you to them? What things do you dislike about them? But if you look at what you're currently using, that's probably a good indication of what you'll like in a luxury bag, right? There's a nexus between what you're currently using and what you would then enjoy in a luxury bag. So number 2, look at your collection. Okay, number 3, what do you want this bag for? I think you need to think about what it is you want your bag to do. So are you a mom and you really need a tote bag because maybe you still have kids in diapers or pull-ups or something, and you need to be able to throw those kind of things in there, and wipes, and an extra change of clothes. Maybe you're on the the kind of baby bag or diaper bag thing, but you still need that bigger bag to carry all the stuff, right? All the snacks, all the sippy cups, things like that. So maybe that's what you need. You need a tote bag. Maybe it's just an everyday kind of grab and go bag. So maybe you're the type of person who would really enjoy a crossbody bag, something like that. Easy to get into, not fussy, but something that really can take you, everyday workhorse kind of bag. Maybe you want your first luxury bag to be sort of an evening bag. Again, don't be swayed by people that say, oh, your first luxury bag, has to be a workhorse bag. Maybe that's not what you want. Maybe you want an evening bag. Like, if that's what you think a luxury bag should be, right? A really special, like I said, evening bag, something that, you will use on special occasions. So in that case, maybe you want more of a smaller size, something maybe that has a top handle, or something that has more of maybe a chain detail, something that's a little more dressy, something like that. So again, think about what you want your bag to do. Number 4, do your research. Now remember when I said in the beginning of this video to not listen to YouTubers, right? Don't listen to them tell you what your first bag should be, or this is the perfect first bag, or whatever the case is. The flip side to that is do listen to YouTubers when you're researching a bag. YouTube is an amazing way to research wear and tear and how bags hold up and how they perform, and do they do the functions that you want them to do, type of platform, right? You can put anything in the search bar and probably find anything. So use YouTube as a way to find out what the bag that you might be interested in, how it's doing. Do people like it after having it for 3 years? Has it fallen apart after using it 5 times? Whatever the case is, use YouTube as a way to research. So let's say maybe you decide that you think that the Chanel 22 bag would be an amazing bag as your first luxury handbag. You really, want a bigger bag. You want something that's pretty casual and that can go with anything. It's grab and go. You can throw your stuff in there and not worry about it. Like I said, maybe you have kids, so you need to take some of that extra stuff, whatever the case may be. That's what you want. Well, maybe after you do some research, you think, well, maybe that's not the right bag for me. I've seen a lot of people talk about the wear, where the chains are fed through the loop, where it cinches in the bag, things like that. Or maybe you decide, you know what, I saw some reviews and they raved about the bag, and they said it was so functional, and what they use it for is exactly what I want to use it for. So use YouTube as a way to research the bags that you want. Now, I will say, I said I don't think it's great to look at videos that say, this is the best starter bag or whatnot. However, so let's say you want a tote bag. So you can find lots of videos out there that, compare, these are 5 tote bags in my collection and this is how I would rank them, something like that. Somebody's got the Neverfull and whatever the Goyard tote is called, and the Fleur La Page tote, and the Chanel Deauville, and a plethora of other, maybe the Longchamp Le Pliage tote bag, something like that. If that's the style of bag that you want, I do think that looking at YouTube videos that sort of does comparisons of those types of bags. In other words, it's not saying that this is the one you have to buy, but it's giving you those pros and cons for the different types of bags, or for the different bags that meet the criteria for the type of bag that you're looking for. So I think that's a great way to use YouTube as a resource to do research after you've decided what type of function you want your bag to do. Number 5, think about finding a dupe or some kind of bag that's very, very similar that you can try. Now, I don't mean going and buying a replica, a fake bag of whatever it is that you want. What I'm talking about is finding something that is pretty similar in shape and size and function that you can try. Google, again, I'm going to go back to the Pochette Métis. Google Pochette Métis dupe or Pochette Métis look-alike, something like that. And again, I am not telling you to go buy some kind of replica or knockoff, whatever you want to call it, something that has the brand name on it. But just something that, like I said, resembles it. It allows you to test drive, right? When you buy a car, you go for a test drive, and it's something that then gives you an idea of whether or not that really is the car for you. Same thing with a handbag. You are talking about, again, spending thousands of dollars on this handbag. And so it would kind of make sense to do a test drive. So see what you can find that's pretty similar, for whatever amount of money that you deem appropriate as kind of a temporary bag, but use that opportunity to really see whether or not this bag fits your lifestyle. Number 6, don't get a bag that's like the bag you want, but isn't the bag you want. Perfect example. Don't buy the YSL Lulu puffer bag if you really want the Chanel 19 bag. It's not going to fill that void, and that it's not going to give you that, flutters in your stomach and make your heart sing like everybody talks about if you get the other bag. All you're doing is wasting money, and you're going to end up wishing that you had the other bag instead. Now, I know, obviously, when you're comparing those two bags, the YSL puffer bag is significantly less expensive than the Chanel bag. And maybe you might think to yourself, well, I have to save for another however many months or weeks or whatever it is if I want to get the Chanel 19 bag. And so I'll just, I'll just get the puffer bag. It'll be fine. It'll be good. I would venture to guess that if you ask 10 YouTube people, I bet 9 out of 10 would tell you they regret the purchase of the sort of this'll do bag, right? The this'll be okay bag. So just really, I would encourage you to not give in to that sort of impulse, or that, well, it's just going to take me so much longer to get that bag. Just wait. I know it's hard. It's so hard when you're trying to save for a bag, and you just want it right then, right? And you love it, and you've decided, you've done all those things that I've told you to do in the first 5 steps or whatever step we're on, and now you just want to buy the bag, right? But please, I really encourage you strongly to wait and get the bag that you really want, and not something that's like it, but less expensive because you have the money right now to buy that. And finally, buy the bag you love. So going back to why I made this video to begin with, which is the question from one of my subscribers of, do you think that a Birkin is a good first bag? And my response to her was, if you love the Birkin and you want a Birkin and you feel like the Birkin will serve whatever need it is that you are looking for your first luxury bag to fill, then absolutely a Birkin is a best first bag. All that matters is what you want. It's what you feel like you want your first luxury bag to be. So please don't listen to people who say, well, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull or the Louis Vuitton Speedy should be your first bag, or the YSL Mini Lulu bag should be your first bag, or any recommendation of what your first bag should be. Your first bag is the bag that you want. So whether you want to save and put in the journey, or go to a reseller and pay, X times amount the value of the bag for a Birkin or a Kelly or a Constance, because that's what you feel in your heart is gonna, what's gonna make your heart sing for your first bag, then go for it. It doesn't matter what anybody tells you or what any other YouTuber recommends as what is the best starter bags. The best starter bag for you is what you want. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you're watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.